you.
Great. And you?
My name is Nana Kwame Frimpomita, aka Cheddar.
Oh, Cheddar. Wow, I see. And you?
My name is Lorna Okran.
Great. Nice to meet you all. It's such a pleasure having you here. So can any of you tell us what the YPS program is all about?
The YPS program is a public speaking program. It showcases a child's confidence and esteem in different ways possible.
Okay, so is there an age range that they...
Yes. It's
so you
from
tell us.
6 to, I think, 16.
6 to 16 years. Okay. So each of you, what motivated you to join the YPS program?
I knew that maybe it's going to build my confidence level because at first I wasn't bold enough to speak in a whole
Okay. So could you, you're doing very well. If you can speak a little louder for me so that the mic can pick up. Yes. So let's...
Sometimes they tell us to do a presentation in class. I don't hesitate. I take up the action to do it.
Wow. I can see why you're called Cheddar. I like that. So what about you, Lorna?
So, at first, I was timid and shy, so I wasn't able to really speak in front of an audience. But now this program has encouraged me to speak louder and more confident in front of the crowd.
Okay. Wow, that's really nice. So can anyone tell us how it feels to be part of the top 4? I know you are the winner, right? So yes, you are the main winner of the season's competition, right? So how does it feel being a winner?
I feel very happy about myself. I'm so proud of myself for winning this competition.
Okay. What about you? You're the first runner-up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, when we started, I was pretty confident, but then I didn't know that I'll come so far as to being the second. So I'm really grateful and I'm really happy.
What about you, Cheddar?
Thank you for the question. I'm very happy of myself and proud of myself.
Okay.
Because at first, when I started the program, I was very shy.
But you were shy. You used to take up the initiative to do presentations. So how come you were shy this time? Or because you didn't know them?
Because the crowd was so much.
Oh, okay. But you were able to, get your confidence. That's nice. What about you?
So, I feel good being part of this I feel proud of myself and I feel great.
Great. That's really, really lovely to hear. So how has the support from home and from school been? Do you get a lot of people motivating you?
Yes, please.
Okay. So how is it with your parents? Do they push you, help you, or they leave you to be able to do it yourself?
They help.
Okay. What about you? Do they help you too?
So for me, actually, I fixed the presentation myself and then they ran through it.
Okay.
And then they helped me memorize it. They stand in front of me so that I can say it to them. They fix the corrections and they helped me come to right.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the competition. How long does it take to, maybe if it's a final, semi-finals, what's the duration before the final competition is held? If anyone can tell us.
It's 7 weeks.
7 weeks. Okay, so what does that entail, Lorna? What goes on in the 7 weeks?
So they give you a presentation to search on. So that when you search for it, you can come and speak about it in front of the crowd.
Okay, so what are some of the topics you've been given over the course of your time with YPS? Galamsey, wow.
And
We've also
we have been doing advertisements for some companies.
We've also had kids parliaments where they assign us different ministers to speak about the elections.
Okay, so then it broadens your knowledge on a whole lot of things, because I'm hearing say advertisements and even current affairs issues, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that is lovely. So, what are some of the challenges you faced being in the program? Please feel free. There's nothing. Don't be shy.
Okay, so for me,
Some of the challenges I faced are that when it was time for our examination, I was very shy because I could not be able to learn for my exams and at the same time learn for my presentation.
Okay, so how to balance the two? So, how did you, overcome this challenge?
Overcome it by boundaring my time.
Okay, so you were able to manage your time very well, and then it worked out, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, what about you? What about you, Lorna?
So, like, please the question again.
So, some of the challenges you faced in these 7 weeks that it took to start the competition.
Okay, so it was difficult for me to learn a whole script because they give you a limited time to learn the script and it wasn't enough time for me.
It was not enough time for you. So, how were you able to still make use of this time that was not enough for you?
So so like
Okay.
whenever I'm free, that's when I start learning on it and revising on it.
Okay.
So that I can't waste my time in learning it.
Yeah, that's great. So, what about you? What are some of the challenges you also faced? How was it this past 7 weeks?
it was very stressful because where we are supposed to have the shooting is at Chimota, and I live at Spintex.
Okay.
So being able to wake up every morning very early to go there was very
It was
stressful.
a challenge. Okay.
Yes.
What about you, winner? The challenges you faced. You didn't face any challenge. Hey, oh, I see. So, do you have any messages of inspiration for your peers who are not part of the YPS program that you'd like to share? As I know each of you would like to say something, right? Okay, so let's start with our winner. What would you like to tell your peers who are not part of YPS?
I would like to tell them that in the beginning it wasn't that easy. In the beginning, it wasn't that easy, but I could speak out loud in front of a whole crowd. So I want to advise them that each of you that want to become like me, you have to become hardworking, practice, and you are free to go.
Okay, that's beautiful. So you have to become hardworking and practice some more, right? So what about
For all those who are listening at home that want to join YPS, if you are a shy and timid person, I think you should get out of your comfort zone and try to come out the best version that you are.
Okay.
All it needs is practice, practice, and practice.
Practice, great. What about you, Cheddar?
I want to inspire them to join this competition because it will build their confidence level, boldness, and articulation to speak.
Wow, that's nice. What about you, Lorna?
I want to show my peers that hard work and determination will soon lead to success.
So, thank you so much for joining us here, and I hope that as you have won, you are going to do your best to inspire others. But I think my last question would be that what are some of the things you're also going to do to inspire others to join, just like you have joined? Did you talk to your classmates, or is it your whole school that's also part of YPS, or your individuals part of it? Individual. So would you be telling your classmates about YPS more to join, something like that?
Yes, please.
Right, okay. So we hope to see more of you, and congratulations once again on your win. And yes, as you said, you were advertising. Maybe Clock TV would call you guys to come and advertise the TV station for us. It's been a pleasure having you here, and again, congratulations to you. Now, there's a number for the YPS program if you want to join the Young Public Speakers program, or if you want to enroll your child. The number is displayed on your screen, and it is 055 866 3068. And I take that again, 055 866 3068. So you can contact them and then enroll your child and help them to develop public speaking skills, reading skills, and broaden their knowledge. As you heard with our guests here, they've been doing presentations on various topics, and it will help your child to stimulate their learning as well. Thank you once again for joining us, and I hope to see you again very soon. Maybe you even come and host the show one Freaky Friday. Now, next is the aftermath of the election conversation with my co-host, and we will be right back. You're welcome back to the Cocoa Digest Morning Show. If you're just tuning in, this is the Cocoa Digest Morning Show, and we're still on the main discussion. We're about to discuss the election aftermath with my co-hosts in the persons of Miss Miriam Abnadidi and Mr. Clement Yaban-Kwe. Hello again.
Hello, Yaya.
Yes. So let's go quickly into it. In the online and newspaper review, we're talking about the alternative verification measures that the EC says they will put in place for the Ablekuma North constituency, and then Clement was giving us some exposition on that. So take us away.
Yes, so as I said earlier, I said only two ways EC can really verify. That is the Form 8. That is that's of the presiding officer, which is given to all the polling agents, and also the Form 1C, where the various returning officers they use at the collation center. So these are the two forms that they can verify. But my point is, what happens, because we learned out there that some of the parties are not having their pink sheets intact, and others even the EC, some of them has alleged that they don't want to have their pink sheets intact on some areas. So when such instance happen, how would they verify, as the EC is saying that they have other alternative? The only alternative aside these two forms should have been the ballot paper, of which currently these ballot papers too are bent. So the whole thing is, if EC said there's alternative, we want the EC to work on it as soon as possible. Because last time we mentioned that they'll be swearing in the members of parliament and president-elect 7 January. And if as at 7 January, this members of parliament elect from these various constituencies are not gazetted to the clerk of parliament, meaning that such constituencies are not going to have representative in the 9th parliament, of which I know that is not what we want to experience this time around. So there should be a quick response to this very issue, because time waits for no man. That is what I would say.
So Miriam, what do you also think? Don't tell me it's Clement has said it all.
Well, this issue is very, very critical, that has really drawn my attention to something, to the fact that there has been for years a trend of how government properties have been burnt. Even with this election, aside the election, we experienced the burning of the, I think, was a former Bank of Ghana, or Ghana Commercial Bank. It was burnt. A portion of it was burnt. Some institutions were also burnt, and people have alleged that these people have things to hide, and that is why they tend to destroy their properties so that we won't find anything. Now, this is what we are experiencing, even with our election. I don't know if there are some legal consequences that can be attached to this, but we really need to pay attention to individuals who intentionally, destroy government properties. These ballot boxes and papers that have been burnt, these are the same things that we were going to be using for the recount or whatever the EC is saying. Yes, and now they are no more. And so if there were measures, put in place that if you are caught doing this, you will be sanctioned, or you'll be arrested, or you'll be, dealt with, I don't think it would have gotten to this point, because this is not the first time we've experienced this. It has happened in various constituencies, and not even with this election, the previous one as well. What have we been doing about this? That is my concern. Like, what are we going to do about the people that intentionally destroy these electoral processes or equipment?
So we even have a video of the Kwashiman school being set ablaze, if we can have that displayed for us.
Followers of the Ghana National Fire Service page. This is Eddie Woon Alex Kingnati coming to you live from Kwashiman Cluster Schools. Unfortunately, it's a very bad day because it's the school itself is well alight. The school has been totally engulfed in fire. Our officers are working very hard to make sure that the situation is under control. It's a very scary and precarious situation we are facing here. The entire school building is up in flames. Good morning, followers of the Ghana National Fire Service page. This is Eddie Woon Alex Kingnati coming to you live from Kwashiman Cluster.
So this is a school event. it is our very own citizens that will also complain about inadequate schools or facilities. A school that serves, the community, the children, education, and then setting it ablaze over political disputes.
I don't even understand.
You see, that is how far people can go when they are addicted to a political party. They say Damango lecturer office where they had their storeroom on fire, and I think over the weekend they were arrested. They were 17, and they were sent to Ashanti Region Police at their police state headquarters, and they were sent to court. There was one minor who was not remanded for bail, but what the court said was that anytime they are going to have sitting or they are going to attend to court, they should bring the minor also there. So measures have been placed. Actually, they are arresting all those who are involved in this act because it's very criminal. This criminality, burning state assets.
Yeah. So this is
and there's no respect for
security
personnel around. There's no respect for them. They are just doing anything.
It's so bad. And you see, the issue is this section, and the place they built is also the library. It's a new building that go to Kashmir. That's a new structure put there. So the library. So look at the consequences or the out there because of political interest. Look at how you put in the people of Kashmir, how devastated they will be. The students who go to school, they will not be in class, just be around. And as you said, we end up blaming the government. So for issues like this. So I believe that they should quickly arrest whoever is involved in this act. And EC should act fast. One thing, it's all the delay of this whole issue.
One thing I also observed during the election was the declaration of results by I don't know if they already know who is going to win the election before it is decided. So because of the pressure that is coming from their party, they tend to present a false number or collated number to their political party. And so when they are collating their results, they have maybe a higher number than what EC is having. And that is one thing that is causing this thing, because they will not accept what EC is saying. You get it? So I think there should be an increased surveillance around areas like this moving forward. If we are suspecting anything like this in, let's say, Ablekuma North, because it has happened before, there should be an increased surveillance. People should be educated and informed about potential distractions like this, so that they can take it up.
Because to them, because
it is the same money that are buying have used to do something.
Exactly. And I think even during the elections, we heard something about a clinic that was also set up by, I don't know, I think that one was more political in the sense of one party and another party has decided to, destroy it. With the motivation behind it is that it is for one party, but when it was set up by whatever party, was it not serving every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Everyone was benefiting from it.
Everybody was benefiting from it, and it is very worrying because what political interest does this even serve? What does this do? Yes, so one party has put this building up, another party comes to destroy it. It is the citizens that suffer because healthcare is very crucial. It's part of our basic needs. Now you have, deprived these people in that area of accessing basic healthcare. To what end?
I also think people should, in a way, detach themselves from these political parties emotionally. Just see it as a normal party. It is not your family member. It's not
for your father.
It is not a family property. It is just a party. You were born into it. Fine, we understand. But at the end of the day, we are just one people. We are one. Oh, Clemens, you are not one.
We are one.
We are one. And just as you said in the morning, very early in the morning, you made mention of the fact that when we die, we are not taking these things alone.
Yes.
You will go and leave all these things. So why do you fight? Your brother, your sister, destroy properties, things that can be very helpful to all of us. You destroy them just because of a political party. Do you even know what the one you are fighting is coming to do for you? To your surprise, they will even help you than the one you already know.
Yeah.
That is what I have a personal experience. The saying that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. the angel I know is better than the devil I don't know.
Yes,
That is what I say.
All those things are multifaceted in a way, and
Yes.
even for the fact that Ghanaians are also frustrated, if we are being honest, and considering, let's say, even how the past 8 years have been, the reflection even in the voting, and then all these people coming together to come and destroy things. Some people just want to let out that frustration. I'm not justifying it, but it doesn't make sense that just because of one or two disputes about election results and things, you set a place ablaze. If there isn't any underlying frustration coming out, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Yeah.
You see, the thing that we are talking about, it's just kind of election or being addicted to a political party. You see, people are so much addicted to their political parties like they're addicted to their wives in their homes. They are so much addicted to the political parties that they're addicted to what's in their house life. So it's like this chieftaincy things we talk about in the morning. That is the Boko conflict. It's the same thing happening over here. The whole thing is, I believe the political parties need to sit down. As I said last time, there should be IPAC meeting. And the National Peace Council, political parties signed a pact for peace. And National Peace Council, you were the, let me say, the you championed it. So you are like the referee in all these things. So ensure that any stakeholder who penned down his or her signature to this peace pact is accountable or is held responsible. Call EC, call these political parties and let them come into agreement so that we could resolve this issue once and for all. Because if this issue is not resolved today or tomorrow, we would see more of these things happening in other constituencies. Today is Ablekuma West, Ablekuma North. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. When Damango incident came, we talked about it, expecting that it will never happen. But it has happened in Ablekuma North.